I'm Gary Alexander, your state representative from the 20th District, representing Lewis County and parts of Thurston County, including Bacota, Maytown, Rochester, Tenino, and parts of Rainier. I'm reporting to you again from the 2001 legislative session here in Olympia. Well, the first budget action of the session took place this week, as the majority party in the House passed a spending proposal to try to address the nearly $600 million remaining shortfall we have in the state budget for this fiscal year, which ends June 30th. I have several concerns about this proposal, the first of which is the fact that it includes language to reauthorize 10 different fee increases. I believe the voters spoke very clearly on the matter of tax and fee increases time and time again in last November. If the majority party wants to raise fees, then separate legislation should be introduced, and the appropriate policy committees should add their input, with plenty of public input from yourself. Another concern is that this proposal is not transparent. An honest, transparent budget does not push spending into the next biennium while claiming it's saving money today. You see, there's a special education safety net award that usually comes onto the books in the spring of the year. The majority party proposal is to include language to push the accounting for that allocation past the June 30th biennial dateline, thus creating a fictional savings in the current biennium, which turns into be a spending in the next. Their proposal is just unsustainable and fails to prioritize and reform state government. Looking ahead at the next two-year operating budget, we know we need to eliminate entire programs in order to close the state's $4.6 billion shortfall. The governor recognized that, so do I. Why not do it now and capture those savings sooner, which will help us mitigate some of those costs down the line? Why pay for programs today that we can't afford tomorrow? We must use this as an opportunity to reduce the size of government, reducing the footprint, I call it, rather than simply chipping away at programs until they become completely ineffective. And finally, perhaps my greatest concern with the majority party's early action budget proposal is that it relies on retroactivity, taking away from schools $42 million. This is money that's already been budgeted for. I think in many cases it's been contracted for, and I would expect it's already been spent and been used to hire teachers. If they take this money away now, this will remove teachers from the classrooms with no ability at all to plan for it. It will punish school districts for being budgeting responsibility and continue a theme of just broken promises that has perplexed, perpetuated, and everything else in past budgets. I joined my House Republican colleagues in proposing a striking amendment on the House floor that would have reduced spending by completely eliminating certain entitlement programs. And our proposal does not touch the K-4 teacher enhancement dollars that are taken by the majority party retroactively. We don't believe you should take back funds that have already been budgeted. Where are school districts supposed to get this money? And how can they budget in the future if they have to continue looking over their shoulders at us, the legislature, to see if promised funds are scheduled to be recalled? Simply put, our solution begins the process of sustainable, accountable, and transparent budgeting. We are willing to make necessary decisions to eliminate entire programs because we understand it puts us in a much better position heading into the next two-year operating budget. I'll continue to update you in the various budget proposals as the session continues, as well as other issues that I think you might be interested in. As always, I invite you to share your ideas by contacting my office. I welcome your input. You can use my direct line, 360-786-7990. Again, that's 360-786-7990, or call the toll-free hotline at 1-800-562-6000. Or just send me a message by email. And don't forget to check my webpage for news. Again, this is Representative Gary Alexander, the 20th District, coming to you from the 2011 legislative session in Olympia. Thank you.